Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. It is November 30th, 2024, and today we're going to be discussing Hansi Flick's pre-match press conference ahead of the match against Las Palmas, and we're also going to be discussing what Hansi Flick said about the whole Frankie de Jong's situation. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and I'm still out of the country. This is why I'm bringing you this short live stream. This is not a podcast, so I won't be addressing the chat section. It's also not going to be that long. It's going to be very short. This is just to keep you updated on all Barcelona news, as I'm currently out of the country because Barcelona doesn't stop, so neither can I. And I haven't said all that. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. If you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure to Go Kids Get Back Fanatics. If you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you have to bet us. All links are in the description. And let's begin with the news because, ladies and gentlemen, Hansi Flick gave the pre-match press conference ahead of today's match against Las Palmas. And one of the first things that he was asked was Lamine Yamal. As we know, Lamine Yamal has been injured for quite some time. And as such, this is what the German coach had to say. He is back and ready to play. We haven't decided if he will start. I think he can and will play. So Hansi Flick confirming what I told you in yesterday's video, which is that Lamine Yamal is ready to play. Of course, Lamine Yamal was suffering from an ankle injury. He ended up missing the matches against Real Sociedad, Celta Vigo, and Brest in the Champions League, and of course the FIFA international break. But he did train with total normalcy with the group, and now Hansi Flick confirming that Lamine Yamal has been cleared to play and that he will play. Of course, the question will be whether it's gonna be off the bench or whether he is gonna end up starting. Now, Hansi Flick was also asked about Gavi because, of course, Gavi has also come back from a long injury, and they asked him whether he's going to be playing tomorrow or not. And this is what the German coach had to say. After a very long injury, it's not easy to come back. He is on the right track. There is no doubt that he is 100% fit. He is young with a lot of potential. Today in training, I was very satisfied with what I saw. I hope he'll be happy to know he's going to play. So it looks like Gabi will be playing tomorrow. Of course, if I have to venture out and guess, my guess is going to be that Gabi will be playing in that double pivot right next to Pedri, because as you might recall, Marc Casado got 2 yellow cards, which became a red card against the Celta Vigo match, which means that tomorrow Marc Casado will not be available to play. And as such, my guess will be that Gabi will take his place in that double pivot position right next to Pedri, and the two of them behind Olmo. Now, I also have another reason to believe why that Gabi is going to be starting in that double pivot position, but that comes a little bit later. First, let's talk about what Hansi Flick had to say about Ronald Araujo. Now, this is what the German coach had to say about Araujo. He's already training. He's getting better every day and at a higher intensity. I wouldn't say a specific date, but he's very close to playing matches again. So Hansi Flick again confirming what I said in a previous video. And that's that Ronald Araujo is very close to coming back from his injury. Of course, Araujo has been injured since the summer, where he suffered a serious injury in the Copa America. He had to undergo surgery. He has been recovering from his surgery, but he has been seen doing part of his training with the group, which means that he's in the final stages of his recovery, and which means that Ronald Araujo should be coming back to action pretty soon. And that's, of course, a really good news because we do need all of our players as healthy as possible for rotation purposes. And, of course, Iñigo Martinez and Pau Garcia have been playing it all. So it'd be nice if Araujo can, rotate with them and give the two some rest. Now, this is where we come to the juicy stuff because Hansi Flick was asked about Frankie de Jong. Of course, there's been a lot of talks about Frankie de Jong in the media, and this is what the German coach had to say. Let's see. Oh, there we go. For me, he was injured, and now he is progressing. And personally 3 or 4 weeks ago when he started playing, he was in another mentality. We are supporting him, and in the center, we have a lot of midfielders. So I have to decide that the players are at 100%, and I will come back to him when he is. The situation is that he has minutes, and he is progressing. So Hansi Flick saying that, Frankie de Jong is still recovering from his injury. He is still progressing. However, he's not at 100%. And given that there's so many midfielders, he's only going to go back to Frankie when he Oh, sorry about that, guys. My signal is a little bit weak right now because I am currently in a rural area of Argentina. But there we go. Hansi Flick saying about whether Frankie's problem is mental or physical, saying he's been through a long injury. He took a good knock. In the one-on-one, he took it, and that needs to be managed. Now he needs to regain his confidence, and I know it's very important for him to have minutes. Now we analyze each match, and what is important is to win. And I want the best possible team tomorrow, and that's how we make decisions. And this is the reason why maybe he doesn't get as many minutes as he would want or we would want. So again, Hansi Flick doesn't see Frankie de Jong being at 100%. He thinks that he's still recovering. And as such, this is why Frankie de Jong has not been getting the minutes, as much minutes as the player would want or as the team would want, which again, further confirmation that Gavi will most likely be in the double pivot. Now, finally, Hansi Flick was asked about the fans booing Frankie de Jong because he was booed in the match against Celta Vigo. And this is what the German coach had to say. I don't know why this keeps doing that. There we go. It's clear to me. I like the fans to support all the players. The fans are fantastic, by the way. We have a very good connection between the fans and the players. When the players give their all, the fans see it. The perfect scenario for me would be for all the players to have the support of the fans. So Hansi Flick pretty much talking about, when the fans will always recognize when a player is doing well. And the ideal situation for him is for the fans to always support the players. But of course, that's, I think, a little bit too idealistic because, after all, football is entertainment. People want to be entertained. And if they don't see a player performing, which in other words, they don't see a player entertaining, they are totally within their rights to boo. So I totally understand the fans booing Frankie de Jong because when you take everything into consideration, the fact that he costs so much to sign, the fact that his salary is so expensive, the fact that he has been very inconsistent, the fact that he's been injury prone, and the fact that he has been disrespecting Barcelona time and time again, I totally understand why the fans would boo him. I would do the same. I don't believe that we should always support the players. I've said it a million times. You only support the players when they do well. When they don't do well, you demand better. The only thing that should always receive your total and unconditional support is the club itself. The people that come through the club, which is players, coaches, board of directors, those people should only be supported when they do their best, because when they do their best is when the club does their best. And when they do bad, they need to leave and open the doors for someone else who can come and do a better job. Anyways, that is all the news for Hansi Flick's press conference. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are down below in the comment section. We'll be going live again in a few minutes, so stay tuned to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always, peace, guys.